OpenAI has silently released a new feature that makes it very easy to generate perfect prompts without spending hours on fine-tuning it. In this video, I'll show you how to access this tool for free and take you through step by step on how you can use it to generate your prompts. I'll also explore some powerful ways how you can use it to level up your workflows and show you how anyone can become a prompt engineer using this new feature. To access this tool, you first need to log into your OpenAI dashboard and then go to Playground. Once you're in Playground, you need to navigate to the ribbon on the left-hand side and just make sure that you're in the chat section. And then this will open up this screen here with system instructions and this little star icon. So in order to access the tool, you need to hit the star icon, which will open up a little dialog box. And here it will ask you to describe what exactly it is that you're after. So this is the place where you need to input your text and give the system an idea in terms of what's the prompt that you're looking to write. And the beauty of this tool is you don't even need to write a very detailed or complicated objective. You just need to write a few words and the system will do the work for you. Let's have a look at a practical example on how we can use this. I want a prompt to help me write an engaging LinkedIn article, and it must be informative, well-researched. And just based on that, let's hit create. So you can see it's currently generating the prompt for us. And this is just going to take a couple of seconds for the system to understand what you've written and spit an output out. Cool. So we've got an output. Let's have a look at this in a bit more further detail. As you can see here, it's given us a prompt. I didn't even have to tell it to think step by step or prompt it even more to say, hey, include these steps. It's automatically done that for me. It said, write an engaging article, make sure that the article is well researched. And it's also put out a bunch of steps in terms of how it needs to approach writing this article, which I think is really cool. So you start off by choosing a topic. You need to make sure that it's researched, do the outline, write it, revise it, optimize it for LinkedIn. A really cool thing is it also does a section for the output format and how you want it to be, how you want the article to be formatted. And this is where you can further refine the prompt to specify how long you actually want that article to be, what's the sectioning of the article, and then it ends up with an example. And this is in this section, what you can do is you could log on to LinkedIn and chuck in a few examples of articles that you think work really well. And finally, it's got a notes section where you can put in a few prompts for what you want the model to do. And just with that one input, you've got your prompt ready to go. This might not be the final prompt that you end up using for your system, but I think this is a very quick way to iterate and to kick off your prompt writing, because usually to write a prompt that's this detailed would definitely take a lot longer than the 10 seconds that we spent just putting in a few words in terms of the ideas that we had and the amount of time that it just took to spit out that prompt. I think that was really, really quick. So once you've generated your prompts, you can do a few more things with it. If you look here, there's a save button which you can use to save presets. So if I hit this, I can name this LinkedIn article generator, and then I can come back to this and tweak the prompt if I need it to be, or test it out. And the cool thing about this is you've got your prompt live and ready to go. I can use this interface to actually test it out. So we're going to say, write me an article about blue whales. Actually, that's probably not a good topic for LinkedIn. I'm going to say, write me an article about Bitcoin and its price increase. And as you can see here, it's given us an article straight off the bat based on the format that we've asked it to define in the exact tone we've asked it to define as well. So you can construct a prompt and test it straight away on the fly. And once you've generated your output, you can take it one step further and you can customize a few different settings. You can play around with the temperature. If you turn the temperature down, it's going to get less random. And when we say less random, it's going to get less creative. If you turn it up more than one, it's going to get more creative. I personally like to leave it around the 1 mark, as if you put it up too much, it's going to get too creative. And then that's when it can start to hallucinate or just create outputs, which are just a bit whack. You can also adjust the token size in terms of how long you want the output to be. Another really cool feature that this has is you can actually compare. And what I mean by that is if you click on that, you get this little screen opening up and you can actually compare different models and how their outputs would turn out. So if I was to have this as the 4.0 model and then the second window to be the 4.0 mini, let's give it another prompt to see how it performs. So I want to write an article on finance. We've now got both the outputs generated from the 4.0 and the 4.0 mini model. And what you can then do is scroll through this just to see the output and how it's different to both the models. I think this is a really good way to compare the outputs from both models, especially in use cases where you're trying to toss up between what model it is that you need to use, and you can see how both the models compare for the same prompt, which I think this is a feature that we'd never seen before. So this new feature is really going to speed up your prompt crafting process. I think, however, there's another thing that you can do to actually really get value out of this. Once you've used this system to create a prompt, you can actually create a custom GPT and use this prompt as the system instructions. In this example, if we're to grab the prompt that we've created in this case, I'm just going to copy this and we go to the create GPT screen and paste in the instructions here. So I'm going to call this my LinkedIn GPT. This is going to create articles on LinkedIn for me. And once you've taken that prompt and put it into the GPT, you can give it web browsing abilities. And what we can do is we can put an extra note here, make sure you browse the web to find the latest trends to inform your articles. And what this is going to do is this is going to supplement the prompt and create you articles that are in line with the current trends and the current information. So we're going to hit create with that. And now let's give this GPT another shot. So we're going to use the same article as before, or we're going to use the same topic as before. Write me an article on the Bitcoin price increase. And now you can see that it's actually searched two different sites, and it's now writing this article based on information that is live. So we've taken it a step further. Previously, it was using the information that was baked into the model itself, but now it's combining that with the latest news, and it's going to create an article that is more in line with the current information. It's going to analyze that and give you an article based on the inputs and the prompt that you've put into the system. And this is a process that you can expand to any other use cases. You first start off by using the prompt generator, then turn that into a GPT. You can further enhance this GPT by adding custom actions to it, which is going to make the use case even more powerful. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to follow more AI news and use cases. If you would like to see another video on a particular use case or a particular topic, feel free to drop that in the comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.